Yo, Seemlytuber back at it again with another video, and I'm just coming at y'all with a quick one. Well, I'll try to make it quick. I don't know how quick it's gonna be, but yeah. Yo, I just wanted to start this one off with you Xbox fanboys. Y'all played yourselves because y'all were out here guesstimating and were saying that Xbox was gonna do away with Xbox Live Gold, and y'all were doing it so much, and y'all tried to talk it into actual fruition and make it come true, and they had to actually come out and make a statement saying they are not getting rid of it. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere at all. And to make it even worse, and this is a actual anti-consumer practice, they are going to let Android, iOS, and PC players play xCloud for free without Xbox Live Gold. And all the people that own the console, you still have to pay for gold currently. Now, if enough outrage and boycotting, that actual boycotting is done, then maybe they will change it to a different thing. But currently, I don't think they're gonna change it at all. And from the statement that was spoken from one of their spokespersons, like it's not happening at all, man. He was like, it's not going anywhere. We're changing the name of some of the other features, but the Xbox Live Gold he was like, it's like needed, and it's not going anywhere, period. And that is, woo. That's funny, man. Like, you Xbox played yourself. Instead of actually focusing on what's important, instead of talking crap about the PlayStation 5, making false claims about the PlayStation 5, you could have been talking to Microsoft. You could have been getting them to improve their products. You could have been getting them to offer more for what you're paying. You're paying 2 subscriptions. Like you doing Game Pass and you're doing Gold. You like, come on now, like. And if anything, this insinuates that they're going to probably increase the price on one of the 2 features so that they can make even larger profit on it. It speaks volumes to everyone saying Xbox is so pro-consumer. Making someone pay for online services to play free-to-play games is anti-consumer. That is actual anti-consumerism. No one's talking about that. No one's talking about you have to pay for Xbox Live Gold to play Fortnite. No one's talking about that. That is actual anti-consumerism. If we want to complain about anti-consumerism, we need to be talking about that. Quite honestly, that's what we need to be talking about when we speak about anti-consumer practices. Sony giving a bag to Square Enix to add in SpiderMan into the game for PlayStation players is pro-consumer, because Sony players are going to get that product. It's pro-consumer for them. You can't scream anti-consumer if you were never going to get the product in the first place. Spider-Man wasn't going to be added in probably until very later the next year. And it speaks volumes that Sony would throw a bag just to get Sony players, PlayStation players, a character that they love and that is on the console. And even Crystal Dynamics came out and said, like, yo, they have a special relationship with Marvel. Sony and Marvel's relationship is special, and they gave us the opportunity to do this, which pretty much says they have the say-so over what goes on with these characters. And if you want to complain, you could go complain to Sony and Marvel. You can't rant and make a fuss at Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix. They just took the bag and they did what they were told, and it's given more players a reason to get the game on PlayStation. It's a business practice. It's a business move. It's been around for decades. Nobody was complaining when Xbox took 8 exclusive characters with Ultimate Alliance on the 360. No one complained then, but now everybody wants to complain about one. People should have nipped this in the bud at the start if they wanted to complain. You can't nip it in the bud after decades of gaming and decades of this being done in the business of the gaming industry. You can't try to reiterate and come back and change things like that just because people want to cry about it. People are sensitive to it, and more importantly, Xbox players should be focusing on what you haven't gotten yet. You haven't gotten any gameplay on the actual system. No gameplay on the actual system. You got a controller that's still using AA batteries. And the only thing that you could come up with is the answer that Phil Spencer gave you. He told you it's pro-consumer because you get the choice. But they're not including a rechargeable battery pack in the with the console, are they? No, not of my knowledge. So that is pro-consumer to tell people you're gonna get the same controller you got before, just with a share button added, and you're going to like it, and you could go and buy a rechargeable battery pack by yourself if you feel like you need a rechargeable controller, because we're not giving it to you, and you're gonna pay the same price for the same old controller, just a new system with a little bit more power. Nothing special to it, just a little bit more power than what the other one had. Say, this is what people aren't getting. Like, the PS5 is fundamentally different than what the PS4 is. Quite literally. The Xbox One is quite similar to the Series X. The only thing is they swapped out an SSD now in the Series X. The PS4 was way underpowered and was still putting out games like this one that I'm showing you right now. Way underpowered from the One X, and still putting out quality games, was still giving us gems for the generation. And now they fundamentally, they've created a chip that is gonna be transferred over to PCs. It's going to change PC gaming as a whole. no one is talking about the Series X changing PC gaming, because the Series X isn't going to change PC gaming, because it's a lower version of a PC that you can make right now. It's a lower version of a high-end PC. Like, that's what people aren't getting. This SSD tech that's in the PS5 is not in the Xbox. So what are you getting when you put that together as a whole? You get a old controller with one feature added. Even though Mixer is gone, so what are you gonna use this share button for? They don't have their Mixer platform thing anymore. So how long is it gonna take for the Facebook integration for Facebook gaming? How long is it gonna take for that? That's not gonna be there at launch. So now they're giving you features on your console that you're not gonna get at launch. You got to wait for an update for that. On top of, you gotta have to wait for an update on actual release dates and time frames for these games and gameplay. You're getting an old controller, no rechargeable battery pack included in. They're telling you to go after yourself with Xbox Live Gold. They said Samsung people, like, it's kind of good for me, but they said Samsung people, you're gonna get to play free. You ain't gotta pay for no gold membership. We got a special partnership with Samsung. They're telling Apple users to go F themselves, and everyone's trying to say they're blaming Apple, but nah, I feel like that's not the entire story. But Xbox can go and do whatever they want and go and blame whoever they want, like usual. But yeah, you're getting a console that's just boosted up a little bit, and they're still not giving you any gameplay yet of how this extra power they added in is supposed to be fundamentally different than what you already have. They're not even making games exclusive to the Series X to take advantage of all the new tech. They're forcing it on the old tech, which, as you can see with Halo Infinite, has drug it down to the dirt. And they're going to have to fix it over multiple years. They even lied about this being on both consoles, the One X and the Series X. They're only doing that for 2 years. So they're lying to you in their advertising. So what are you getting? You're getting some very anti-consumer practices, because they're just taking a huge one on all the consumers of the Xbox family. Like, they don't care what you think. They don't care what you think. They're going to give you games. Yeah, sure. They got all these studios. They're going to give you games, but they're going to be low quality, unfinished games at launch. And they're expecting you to like it, and when you complain, they're going to ignore you. Because this is what you guys wanted. You didn't say anything from the get-go, and now it's too late. And there's going to be people that are going to go out and still spend their money and still just blow a bag on all these games that are unfinished. And they're going to say Game Pass is the greatest. And then Game Pass game qualities are just going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping. Then the price is going to increase and increase and increase. Then you're going to be at that point, you're going to be like, where is all of the quality I was supposed to be getting with this program? With this tech, with this platform, with this service? What happened to Xbox? That's going to be the question soon. What happened to Xbox? And when that day comes, no Xbox player is going to be able to have an answer. They're going to be hush mouth, because they believed in Xbox and didn't question some of their business practices. Now you want to question the Xbox Live Gold membership thing now, because they took a dump on you and said Samsung and PC and everybody else can play it for free. Y'all still paying with the console. See, like, Now you want to question it. It's too late. They got y'all. And I've been telling y'all need to take a stand, and we need to demand better from Xbox. I'm not going to support their products if they're not giving me what I should get. They're not giving me what it's worth, then I don't want it. What is the good of having a system that's got all this power and you're not using it? You're just making me pay $500 for the same quality games, just with a better system. And all I can say is I got the most powerful. What does that give you in the end? Nothing. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. And I'm going to see y'all on the next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to head out on this one. Seemlytuber out. Peace.